from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium just outside of Washington, D.C. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of... These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Hall. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jamin Davis, the man to break up the throw. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
3rd and 5. Now Hall. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, smash Bronco! Go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Waller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Waller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Riggs. 19 tight. Hut.
Daniels looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. He's to the 15, and this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Ball to throw it. Looking for Pryor long. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
2nd and 10. Here's Hall. That one taken in by Neighbors. They get 6. That'll lead. 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Let's go now. Check. Hurt. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Here's Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Up the middle they go. Waller, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Check. Hey, smash. 18 Rattler.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. These two teams all tied after one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Waller, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Alert! Take go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Waller, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run on 1st down. Waller. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
To throw is Daniels. That's taken in by Franklin. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 11.
Come on. Set. Ready, go. Ready.
And he rifles one incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Say, hey. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Hall. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go.
Now it's Hall. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Let's go now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hall dancing to his left. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing here is Hall. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Check go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, Shaq, go.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 21 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hall. He's got his target. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Nabers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Nabers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
It's caught inside the 25. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they can't bring him down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Track 60. 19 Lions. Big alert. Big alert.
Operating from the gun, Daniels looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Operating from the gun, Hall forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, If there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Let's go.
Here's Hall. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Hall.
That one complete to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hall to throw it. Over a sea of defenders unintercepted. Try down the right sideline, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. To the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hall.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Hall going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, here's Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. There's a short one caught by Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
On first down, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second down, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll keep it on the ground. Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle they go. Waller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Waller, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
To throw is Daniels. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here we go on 4th down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Franklin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hall.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Hall now from the gun on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Waller. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
70 range. Street. Hey, smash. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Looking to throw. Hall. And he completes it to Westbrook.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Hall. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now it's Hall. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles.